Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. David, Nicole, and Mama Fifi here, guys. And today we are going to meet this amazing project run by this wonderful lady right here, guys. And stay tuned, share it, because she deserves so much love for what she is doing. Again, guys, stay tuned.
Today we are with a very special guest who invited us in her new farm, Mamu Fifi. But I'll let her introduce herself and what she does. Mamu Fifi?
My name is Refilo Molife. I am the previous farmer at Bertram's Inner City Farm. So I have moved now to Comptonville, 36 meters, Comptonville, Naturena, where I do the farming.
Okay, beautiful. So you've been around here for how long now, Ma?
I've been here now for 11 months.
For 11 months. Okay, beautiful. So I'm sure those who visited you at Bertram's farm, they know the space that you had, the vegetables that you were planting there. Are you still keeping the same sort of philosophy with this farm, the new farm that you're in here?
Yes, I plant natural grown vegetables, strictly organic. Okay. No chemicals into my veggies, because food is medicine.
Wow, I like that. But guys, let's let her take us around, show us, the farm, the plants that actually she's planting. So I'm gonna mount this camera to you, Ma, and then take it away. It's okay. I'll hold the board, and then you can take us to your farm.
Now I will take you around into the farm so you can see what I'm doing now in Comptonville. This farm now it's being run by the youth. And it's now called Fountain of Youth Entrepreneurs Project. The youth from around this community and youth from University of Johannesburg, they come and work with me here. Also the youth from Bertram's also come during holidays and work with me here. We plant a lot of spinach, then we will process it to make juices. You can see the seedlings here, ready to be transplanted. These are the seedlings we plant. We also plant our indigenous mealies, which is the rainbow mealies. You can come along and see. These are the mealies we plant so that we can have our seed banks and share the indigenous mealies with the communities and other farmers who do this sustainable farming like Mama Fifi. You see, we have fennel here. Our fennel here, we use it when we make some green health juices. We also include the fennel in the juices. You can see tepe here. They call it amaranth. This is amaranth, very nutritious. And the potatoes we plant here. Then we have in these tires, we have the spring onions. We plant them here because we're short of water. So when you put them in a tire, water doesn't run all over. That's why you see them growing. Come see here, we planted the spinach and the kale. This is kale. Some people call it chomolia. We use it to cook just like spinach, and we also use it to make juices. As I make juices, I also plant a lot of seedlings. You can see I have a lot of seedlings, tomato seedlings here, so that when people now start to say they want to plant, they will come and get seedlings from me. And also planting in schools. I go to schools and plant. So I have a lot of seedlings waiting for the schools to come and get so we can plant. These are seedlings of tomato, moneymaker. This is moneymaker tomato, ready to be transplanted. We also plant kale. You can see kale here, a lot of kale, and tomatoes in the tunnel here. But the plastic was taken away by the wind. We wish we can have a shade net to cover our plants. This is a pear tree. It gives us a lot of pears. As you can see, it's starting to grow again. We're going to have a lot of pears, and we're going to have a lot of plums. You see these trees here, they give us a lot of fruits. So This is what we plant here at Comptonville. Here we have this green here. This is camphor. With this camphor, we make our own compost. We make our own compost with this green. We can also put it in the water to make liquid manure. So we soak it in the water for 48 hours, then we start watering our plants. We do have mint here, you can see we have mint. We also have a lot of mint. And these are peppers here, pepper seedlings. This bucket you see here, we realized we did not have enough land, so we wanted to do vertical farming. So some guys from Henley Business School, because I do sessions with Henley Business School, so they provided this bucket to ask me if they can bring more of this so that I can increase my production. So I also plant radish here. You can see I've got a lot of radish ready to be eaten. This is radish planted here. I plant a lot of radish, and people like eating the radish when they put it in the lettuce. So this is all what we plant here. Let me take you into this room because I saw there was a lot of snow and I thought snow would come and destroy my plants. So I had to take my seedlings inside here. I took my seedlings to hide them from the snow. I had to put them here so that when my colleagues come and they want seedlings, I always have seedlings. So I'm taking you to another corner there where I put some other seedlings also. We have a lot of food because I work with the student from University of Johannesburg. Every Saturday we plant and we pick our veggies. We sell some of the veggies and some we cook. So when we want meat, we sell the veggies and go and buy meat. These are also the vertical seedlings planted here. Here I planted brinjal. Some people call it aubergine. Here are the seedlings. Come in here and see. Wow. I planted a lot of seedlings so that no one can say they don't have seedlings to plant. We have to plant a lot of seedlings and save our community. I've got 200 trees to plant. Remember in Bertrams, I used to have 157 trees, which we were harvesting and agro-processing from. But then now I have 200 of them. I'm going to plant them in Walkerville. I'm looking forward to get a bigger 10-hectare land so I can feed the community there in Majazana and Orange Farm. Working with the Church of Winds of Change.
Okay. No, thank you so much, Ma, for taking us around, Mom Fifi. We really enjoyed, looking at the amazing work that you do here, and also to know that you play a huge role, in the lives of, the young people. You spoke about UJ, you spoke about, other institutions, your TUT, that actually, come and learn from you, and also the work that you do with schools, as well. But where did this love, for farming, started from?
The love for farming started when I grew up, when I was young. I was born, but I did not see my mother or father. But someone took care of me because it takes a village to raise a child. So when I grew up, there was a cousin of my mother who was a nurse at Bara. She loved the farming. She will come from work, throw away the white uniform and go into the backyard and plant veggies and cook the veggies and make us eat those veggies without cooking oil, telling us you have to eat healthy, you don't have to be eating oils all the time. So children always imitate the elder ones. When they grow up, they start doing what their elder does. So when I started doing this, I wanted to be a nurse like her. But what I did, I went to train at St. John's to be an old age nurse for elders. But when they died, I didn't like it because you are trying to give life and now these people die. So I said, no, now I will go for the little ones. Because where I was staying in GP's town there were children who could not go to school because they did not have money to go to the creches. Then I said, these children are like me, I will make a creche for them. I asked my daughter for a garage to put them in the garage so that the people who are looking after them can go and find a job and take them to the creche where they will be safe and play with other children. A month later, I realized that these people need food. So I went to social development at 46 Bertrams Road, opposite Ellis Park, and say, I heard that you are social development. Can you give me some handouts? I gather children there, they want food. They said to me, no, we don't have anything. But I said, as I came in your premises here, I saw a space which was used as a bowling green. Can you allow me to till the land and plant spinach so that I can mix spinach with bread? Because by then I had come to Blue Ribbon Southgate and asked for food, which was bread. They were giving me a lot of bread, 450 loaves. I started sharing those loaves with the Fundisi Sizwe in GP's town and Troyville. I gave them some, and I gave my own children in the garage the bread. So when I was giving them bread, I realized that bread alone is not food. So I asked for help from social development. Eventually they said, you can try, Fifi, a lot of people failed. Try and see if you can make it. I say, I'm going to make it because I'm going to plant spinach, cook spinach, mix with the bread and give the children. That's what I did. So a month later in 2008, Nestle came on board to say, we heard about you. We want to bring the ECD practitioners to come and till the soil with you here and learn how to give children also nutritious food. They came. When they came, I was also an ECD practitioner because I had children in the garage. So when they came a month later, they said, Fifi, this is labor intensive. You are going back to our offices. That's when I got an opportunity to ask for the children who were in my garage to say, I have children in the garage, guys. Can you take them into your creches? Because you are going back to the office. I will also represent you here as an ECD practitioner to say we are planting and feeding the children. They agreed. Whenever they were going to buy groceries for the creches, they thought about Mama Fifi who they left under the tree in Bertrams. They will buy beans and cooking oil and come and give me. That's when I grew. So in 2009, there was a competition from Nestle going around in the regions. Remember, we have 7 regions, region A to F. We're in region F. So they came to check if we are still doing the gardens to feed children with nutritious food. That's when I won my first prize of 10,000. They gave me 10,000. So there was an ECD CEO, her name was Ellen Tibedi. Ellen said, Mama, you can't be running around. What do you want with this man? I said, I want tools. She said, I will take my car, run around and buy everything. Just write down. She went and bought everything to the last cent, came and gave me the receipt. I loved that, and I said, now the ECD practitioners are taking my children. I'm going to focus on farming. That's when I started farming, the really farming. So in 2011, Jidad also came and said, we heard about you, Mama Fifi. We want you to join the MTK Awards to check whether you are using the soil, but we don't know whether you are using it in a right way, in a doing good environment to the soil. So I entered that competition and I won first prize. They gave me 25,000, which I used to put the taps at the Bertrams in a seed farm. So when I started watering using the taps, I had a lot of product, and I say I need to teach my community about this, what I'm doing, because now it's becoming big. So Jojo came also on board and gave me these Jojo tanks. And Servist also came. You saw the multi-span tunnel was donated by Servist. Then I said, no, let me teach the youth in my community so that they can help me. I went around and gathered 14 youth to say, come and help me. But when I started having the youth, they were not like the little ones at the crash. They started asking me questions. Mama Fifi, what is it all about, this digging? I say, we're planting, we're doing agriculture, but tell us what it is. I did not have that capacity to explain to them. Then I went to ask for help from Agri-SAtv. Agri-SAtv came on board and said, Mama Fifi, you did very well. We're going to teach you and your youth what is it all about agriculture, because agriculture is so broad. So they came and did plant production level 1 to 4 for 4 years. That's when I became young, because when you fly with the little ones, you become young. They started teaching me a lot of things which I did not know, because I thought agriculture was just about planting, harvesting and eating. But they said, no, agriculture is so broad. You also have to know the soil, the pH of your soil. You must measure your beds. You must know what the sun does to your plants. They taught me these words of photosynthesis. The youth taught me that. So I enjoyed the class, and then that's when I became young, because I was flying with the little ones. That's why I got the love of working with the youth. So eventually I said, no man, I'm going to change this Bertram's Inner City Farm Bambanani to Fountain of Youth, because the youth are the one doing things. So in 2018, I changed the name to say Fountain of Youth, so that each and every youth should feel that this is their thing. In 2013, Gauteng Department of Agriculture came from the province. They had another competition which I joined, and I won first prize again. They gave me 50,000. So we grew big with my youth there. But eventually, Servist took my youth. When they came to give me the tunnel, they took all my youth to say, we're going to use our youth to plant the garden so that we can supply our canteens. So after they took my youth, that's when I went to UJ at Dorofontein to ask for the youth, to say, I had youth, now they took them. I'm alone. I can't do this job alone. They said, you came at the right time. We want our students to do community engagement, so you can take them, Mama Fif. So they were coming to work with me. I get labor and they get points at the school to say they are working and helping the community. That's when I started having partnership with UJ, University of Johannesburg.
Ma, you see, even though my hand was a bit hurting, but hey, I had to listen to this story. I think it's important that we really understand the genesis of what you do. We are so honored as LivinginSAtv, today to be invited, in your space. I mean, as you're mentioning, a lot of years, I think for me, what I can say or conclude from the story that you've shared is that you've been doing this for quite a long time. I sense a bit of passion, as well, not even a bit. I mean, there's too much passion, in what you do. I think just to put the years, into perspective, what year did you actually start doing this formally, the garden that you do?
No, it was 2006, and Bambanani itself, the Bertram's Inner City Farm, was registered in 2007. Then the Fountain of Youth was registered in 2018.
Okay, that's great. Now we are meeting you in Naturena. I believe the area is Naturena.
Yes, it's
and those who know Mamu Fifi, they know you from Bertram's.
Yes.
I know I don't want to take you, back there, but I think it's important that we tend to understand that, as we move forward. What happened to your Bertram's farm? Because you were in Bertram's. What happened there?
My Bertram's Inner City Farm, the social development said they wanted to convert it to a multi-purpose center. Okay. And then after they have built everything, they will take me back there to Bertram's. Okay. But it's so difficult, because for me thinking, agriculture is not like working in the office. In the office, I can fold these papers and put them aside and then take them again. But agriculture is labor intensive. So I moved to this space because one of the girls who used to do a hydroponic in Hillbrow and as a rooftop told me, you can take your things and come this side. Because social development itself, they wanted me to go to Ekenhof. But I could not walk from here. It's 10 kilos to Ekenhof. How would I have managed? I sent 2 other Jojo tanks there to Ekenhof. They are nowhere to be found. So I could not walk each and every day and go and work there and come back. So when I came here, stakeholders also came on board. They are the ones who bought that tunnel and supported me with the seeds so that I can plant my own seeds. They are still helping me. As you could see, the seedlings I plant here, they support me to have seeds and empower a lot of women in the community and other smallholder farmers.
I think for me, what I'm getting is a story of resilience. I mean, it's not easy moving, from the space. I mean, I'm hearing the love that you had for Petrams, and a lot of people that knows you. Actually, I think you really saw yourself as a farmer when you were in Petrams. So it's a farm that actually made you who you are. But for me, once the doors were shut there, you were moved and so forth and so forth. I think for me, I really want to thank you for not stopping, because coming here, it couldn't have been easy. As much as we can come here, we see the plants on the ground. I don't think that it was just this way. You had to turn the ground again, but beyond that as well, the psychological effect of that, moving from one space to coming to a space that you don't know much about, but you were able to continue doing what you've been doing. And also, I'm also happy to hear that the institutions that you used to work with, your UJ, I mean, there's a campus not far from here, the Soweto campus, even though at that time you were working with the Doornfontein, campus, that they stuck, with you. But what I just want to find out, and also you mentioned Henley, that you're introducing some of the innovations, so I'm happy to hear that those institutions are coming in. You've been mentioning Jojo, you've been mentioning quite a number of institutions that are, that they are helping you. The kind of support that you used to get when you were in Petrams compared to now, the new space that you're at now, are you still getting the same support that you used to get?
I think I'm getting more support because as I'm here, there were people who used to bring tourists at Petrams in Asset Farm. Now they are bringing them here. I do sessions with Henley Business School. I do sessions with the Gibbs. The plants you see under the shade, they were planted by Discovery. They come here and plant. Also, Telbon Organics, they never left me behind. They followed me. So with the passion I have inside, I never thought I could fail, because I knew when I started Petrams, I did not use a CV to say, here is my CV. My CV was the passion inside me to say, even though I moved from Petrams, but I still have what I had, what made me going. I am unstoppable. I don't see myself stopping because I have to feed the nation. And the change which you want to see begins with you. So for me as a mother of the nations, I don't choose who is my daughter. Children love me so much. I love them so much. So I felt I have to do this, because if I don't do it, who is going to teach them? So I'm always with the children, as you are seeing them around here. They keep me going. They make me strong.
Ma, as we move along, I think we can spend a whole day, with you. What I'm happy about is to see as well that you've transformed, in your business. This is a business, and what I also love about what you're doing is that farming is not just a passion to you. You understand the bigger picture and the bigger impact that farming can do. We talk about food security. We talk about this, the SDGs, which is number 2 that we're actually solving here. Nutrition. You spoke about the health that we get from the plants, eating healthy. Sustainable farming. You are saying you are farming organically. and you are reducing hunger as well. I mean, I love when you actually mention that young people, they love meat.
Yes.
You don't have money to buy meat, so therefore you have to sell the veg to buy meat, and you prepare meals, for them. That's amazing. This is beautiful.
25 to 30, sometimes 35, but we never go hungry because you cannot have money, but if you have veggies, you have food for the children.
Wow.
They will
Tell us,
never go hungry.
Ma, we love you.
I love you too much.
We see here you now you are doing agro-processing, ma. Can you kindly tell us of the product that you're looking at?
Yes.
What do we have here? What is this? What is this?
We have ginger shots. Remember, we are past the COVID, ne? When during COVID time, we used to cook for people, but they needed medicine. They told us that there was medicine from Madagascar.
Yes.
Which I knew it was my gogo's medicine, umhlonyani. They used to boil for us and make us drink.
Yes.
So with the ginger also, you make a juice and make them people drink.
Okay.
Then flu runs away.
Okay. So here we've got the ginger shot. Okay, ginger shot. And then here, what do we have here?
Here we have beetroot juice. Beetroot juice, when you are short of blood and the child is anemic, you have to give them beetroot.
Okay.
Then they are sorted.
Beetroot. Mama Fifi, she's very advanced. She's got branding. Fifi's veggie farmers. Yeah, so what is this? Is it beetroot alone or?
Beetroot and ginger.
Beetroot and ginger.
Yes.
I think those guys who can be able to help us, who are specialists in come to branding and food processing and all that, I think we welcome your help as well to come and help Mama Lana so that she can be able also to enclose some descriptions, as well, and the contents, because I don't know how much beetroot content is in this container, and so forth and so forth. So we really want your support when it comes to that. And then what do we have here?
Here we have spinach.
Okay.
Spinach, apple, ginger, fennel and kale, plus a touch of mint.
Okay. Ma, we need those descriptions here so that it can be able to pass the food scrutiny. But Ma, beyond that, really beyond that, for me, I just marvel the fact that you were able to get to this level. The bottling, process, agro-processing. We have been speaking also when we learned about what you do here. We've just spoke to our friends at Makamisa Foods. They are based in Sebenza. They've got a big agro-processing plant. They would like to host you, Ma, so that you learn this, because this is household at the household level, so that you understand at the industrial level, how does it feel. So how are you feeling about that, Ma, that we are going to introduce you as the channel LivinginSAtv to bigger industrialists in SA?
I'm so excited because I've been waiting to meet those big guys who can even help me get the SAB standard so that my juices can be on the shelves. Even Woolworth was here, but I'm getting taught every day. As I told you that I go to school, Woolworth was here and they said, we love your juices. How about you get SAB standards? I say it's costly, I can't afford it. But I want someone who can help me get those SAB standards and get my juices on the shelves.
That would be amazing. Putu Terence, Sisupumzile, Makamisa Food. Guys, I think there's a lot of knowledge that you have that you can impart. Umama, she has done quite amazing things. I think it's important that small businesses and big businesses, we find a way of collaborating and be able, obviously, to learn from one another. Ma, as we are about to conclude, your acha. We didn't tell us about your acha.
Yeah, this is the mango from Zanin. They bring it here and I turn it in something else because my clients love acha too much.
Okay, so
make it.
So they bring you mango and you process
yes,
it.
I process it.
Okay, Ma, I don't know. Do you sell this? How much is this acha?
It's 50 rand a bottle.
Guys, when you're visiting Mama here, don't just bring yourselves here, bring 50 rands, a lot of 50 rands as well, to buy as much, as possible. And then your juices, ma, how much are they costing?
These are 65.
65 rand.
Yes, 65 rand. I buy bottles from Consol and they're very expensive.
Okay, yes. So I understand the structure of costing. So guys, let us support Mam Fifi. Yeah?
This is ginger. Ginger is very expensive. This is a 250 mils. It's 150.
So it's 150.
Yes, 150.
Okay, guys. Mam Fifi, she's very aware. She's economically aware. So guys, let's support here. So ma. As we wrap up, we've enjoyed being with you here. As I've said, that we can stay the whole day or maybe 2 days, just speaking about the amazing work that you do. You've got all these institutions of higher learning. You mentioned UJ, you mentioned TUT, you mentioned Henley, you mentioned GIPS.
Yes.
Those are the big institutions.
Yes,
those are the big institutions.
All this time I've been walking. I did not have transport.
Yeah.
You saw that white car out there.
I saw a white car out there, yes.
It has been donated by a guy who came here with Gibbs. His name is Danny from Green Road Company in Mpumalanga. You see, it still have the Mpumalanga registration. They came and donated it to me to say, Mama Fifi, as you are embarking on a journey to Walkerville, you cannot walk to Walkerville. Please take this one, even if it looks old to them. But to me, it looks it's still new. So I'm so grateful to working with people, especially even you, who took time to come and lift Mama Fifi's hands up.
Wow. So thank you so much, Greenrod. Yes. I know they're a big logistics company, so we need to give them their flowers.
Yes,
so thank you so much. So that actually was bringing my question to say, you've got all these institutions that actually you've partnered with, they come and support you. I wanted to ask, obviously, the kind of support that they give you, and if there's more support that actually you need. So I think it's important then we underscore that, because you've mentioned a lot of brands, big companies that are aware, about yourself. So we are hoping, since you are moving to a bigger farm.
I'm moving to a bigger farm. Some of them from Henley, they promised to come and put fence at the 10 hectare. I also need pumps and a bucket to carry these veggies. So those are the things which should be in the pipeline to say we have to make things happen, because we have started it. We cannot stop. We are unstoppable. Money will come as we work.
Guys, you have to be living in South Africa to meet people like Umamo Fifi. And as LivinginSAtv, we are on the ground. That is why we will know, about yourself. So any support, guys, as you can imagine, running a farm, there's quite a number of, things that are needed, in the farm. You spoke about the tunnels, you spoke about the shelters, the wire shelters, you spoke about, the new farm that you could be going to, it need to be fenced, and we love seeing the car that they gave you, but you need a van to be able to move, to move the veggies. But the veggies, are you trading them? The veggies?
I sell them at the markets, but remember when I was in Bertrams, I used to have a cold room to keep the veggies before I go to the market. Also, a mobile cold room will work, because all these juices, when you take to the market, you need to put them in a certain temperature so that they are always cold and you serve people the right thing. Also, these companies like Agro-processing who do stipend for the youth who are working, because we are going to empower a lot of youth. They need stipend. Those are the things we need people to help us with. Yes.
No, thank you so much, Ma. I'm sure people obviously will access, this, video that we've done, with you. But thank you so much, Ma, for welcoming us with warm hands, your hospitality. We love the love that you give, to others. I think for us coming here today, it was to show you the love as well, and to be able then to use our platform for a greater good, because that's what we do. We need to be sharing inspiring stories such as yours. Thank you so much, Ma, and we wish you all the best. We wish you all the success, and we wish you long life.
Oh, thank you. I'm blessed. I received those blessings because I know those are the blessings which kept me going. As I started walking into bedrooms, I did not have a cent, even a 1 rand in my pocket. But now I'm being called Mama Fifi, who is running a business. So it's doable.
So guys, all of you that are inspired by actually what you've learned, from Mama Fifi, let's do it, guys. We can't be complaining all the time. Let us start it. Thank you so much, Mama Fifi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your visit. Please, yeah. You know what you did? It reminds me of my granny. I would like to thank Danny from Green Road, who gave me this beautiful baby to take me from point A to B when I will be moving to Walkerville to go and do the work of feeding my nation. We are unstoppable.
Alright guys, okay, just remember every juice is 65 rand, so don't forget to come here and support Mama Fifi with us. Brother, what you think? What? Tell us, how's the feeling?
Bro,
Drink this
it's at the level of any shelf in these big chains. I don't want to mention a chain, but I can tell you, it's at that level.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. Okay.
It's
Drink
at
this
that
one
level.
also.
Let me try.
This is what I was drinking. This was
Spinach.
Okay, this is
beetroot.
Sorry, Mom, can you open this for me?
And
Sorry.
they are cold as
Sorry,
well, right?
I'm just holding the camera. Thank you so much.
you so much.
Oh my god.
I haven't eaten anything today,
No,
so I think this is.
Yo, brother, this is nice, eh?
This is the best meal.
No,
So,
Wow, this is really good.
And there's ginger also to heal you.
Yo, brother, this is nice.
come on,
Yes.
this is great.
That's why I need an industrial machine. When you were talking about an industrial machine,
No, we're going to meet Makamisa. We're going to meet Makamisa. You'll see.
That's my dream
so that you will
coming
see,
true.
so that you see the
Go on.
big industrial machine. What we talk about.
Yes, that's my dream coming true.
So we need to do it. Maybe next week we'll look at
Let
our
me call
schedule.
the little ones. I need
Yeah.
a photo with them.
Oh, the little ones.
And the
Because they're
radish.
The doers of the
Oh,
work.
the doers. They're the ones
Let's
that
do
work
it.
with you.
Doers of
Bring
the
Let's
them,
do
bring
it.
them, Bring them.
But this one, if you want to make babies, you drink this one when you go to
Remember,
sleep.
we're on camera. You're telling us if you want to make
Sorry.
babies.
That's what Gogo's do.
That's what cocos do, eh?
I love it.
Babies. This is for babies. Oh, this is beautiful, but
I want to drink all of them.
this is amazing.
They're really nice, bro.
Wow.
Thank you to the team. These are the really farmers. These are the people who do the job.
Yes.
Then we all thank you. Living
In SATV.
in SATV.
Woo!